Super Happy Awesome Movie Time.
Hi, welcome to Super Happy Awesome Movie Time. I'm Drosh.
I'm Jim. Today we're going to be doing American Kickboxer 2.
Oh, cool. Is this a sequel to American Kickboxer 1?
You'd think so.
Oh, it's one of those.
Yeah. This came out during that time in the early 90s when really small studios were cranking out action pictures at the rate of about 2 a week.
Clearly, like most genres, this is a case of quantity over quality.
The movie has misspelled the star's nickname. Yeah, we're in good hands here.
Here we have a typical well-to-do family. The husband and wife are obviously in love, and...
Holy cow, it's Tackleberry! Yeah, you know what's the first thing they teach you in parenting class? That it's perfectly okay to leave your 6-year-old unattended next to an in-ground swimming pool.
Yeah, good thing they left the cameraman to watch the toddler.
So while Mom and Dad get busy and are distracted by the world's loudest blender, the child is kidnapped by... Navy SEALs?
The kidnapper wants $2 million, or he's going to kill the kid.
You are really out of...
This is Uncle Francis. He's here to provide a completely pointless subplot. She asks him to use some funds from the company that they both own.
Uncle Francis.
Was she calling from the next room?
Uncle Francis.
Lillian, is that you?
Uncle Francis, I need $1 million of company funds. Will you co-sign?
$1 million?
$1 million? I thought he said he needed $2 million.
Maybe she already has $1 million.
The kidnappers say not to go to the police, so she calls her ex-husband Mike, who's a cop.
And this is Mike doing his rogue cop thing.
What's your problem, man? The hard work's over. We're supposed to be partners. Hey, man, I don't work good with partners.
That's his philosophy. And the toothpick, that's his thing too.
Maybe you're right. Mike isn't even going to call me back.
Sometimes I just don't understand you. You kicked him out of the house. He beat you. What makes you think he's going to help?
Did you get that? Her ex-husband was abusive. Just wanted to be clear on that.
Lillian decides that Mike, her wife-beating ex-husband, isn't enough to do this job, so she calls David, a Lorenzo Lamas wannabe, to help out. How does she know David? Well, it turns out she had a one-night stand with him while she was still married to Mike.
So far, every character in this movie is a sleazeball. I don't even think Tackleberry is going to be able to save this one.
David is a martial arts instructor who teaches to be in control of your anger. Now let's see. Who would be the wackiest guy for him to team up with?
Use your opponent's rage against him. I'm in a park and I have some money. I'd like you to take it from me.
All of his students are black belts. Now, I got my black belt when I was 18. I can't speak for every school, but once you get your black belt, you're pretty much beyond the I'm in a park, come mug me lessons.
Wow, David's got a really nice place for only having 4 students.
Can you help me to get her back?
Well, they want money?
$2 million.
Okay, now we're back to $2 million.
I doubt it. Otherwise, I think you'd be willing to help your own daughter.
My own daughter?
Lillian tells David that Susie is his daughter. But really?
You don't know who the father is?
Uh-huh. This movie is using the Who's the Father plot device. Well, at least we know where Mamma Mia got the idea from.
Mike and I had a lot of problems, his violence being one of them.
Just a reminder.
Lillian, it's been a while.
Mike, we have a daughter.
We have a what?
A daughter, Mike. She's 6 years old.
She tells Mike that Susie is his daughter. Nice.
And she tells them to meet them at the McDonald's where they're featuring fried chicken?
Right. Did we mention that this was filmed in the Philippines and not Los Angeles? See, the cost-saving device here is that Mexicans and Filipinos look very similar to people who aren't Mexican or Filipino.
What are you doing here?
And our heroes headed off swimmingly.
Hey, David is dressed for Christmas.
And the wife beater? Well,
in case the kidnappers are watching, she has them dress up like gardeners. Oh yeah, this sets up another thing. Mike has his toothpick, and David takes his shirt off a lot.
Please make this look good because the kidnappers might be spying on us.
and make the bushes look good. We might need to sell the place to get the 1 million.
2 million.
You wouldn't cheat with the mailman or the handyman, but I guess you'd cheat with the gardener.
This guy has exactly 2 speeds. Stop and steroid rage.
Oh, here's a fun game. Try and guess who's the most awkward in this scene.
This is David Bauer. David Bauer, Howard.
Hello, David. Hello.
And you remember Mike?
Of course.
Thank you very much. Bookstore.
Well, you guys don't answer your phones anymore?
David, how are you?
Listen, I need a favor.
Yeah, what else is new?
I need any photographs you have of helicopters from 20 to 30 feet long in your inventory.
Okay, first of all, I don't know any bookstore that just answered the phone saying, bookstore? And secondly, I don't care how good of a lover David is. Getting the employees to do your research for you is just plain rude.
Mike goes to a rental hangar and pretends to be a customer so he can try and find out who rented the helicopter that was used during the kidnapping.
Who ran the chopper? The pilot from out of town! The name. Drifty! Sam Drifty!
He gets a name! And then we see the exact same scene, only how David would handle it.
So Tackleberry has his own man to try to find his daughter.
You must be some looker, otherwise why would you go through all this trouble?
This is Attila, played by Jenno Hody, the film's director. Apparently when he was coming up with the character, he settled on Romanian Rasta.
I can't let you see him.
I'm Mike Clark, LAPD.
Wait, Mike Clark? Do all you LA cops have the same name?
Where did they find this girl? Was Sofia Coppola unavailable?
Really buffed with great hair.
So the hangar owner ends up dead, and David is framed for it. Even in San Pablo, I'm pretty sure the police cars are newer than 1978.
Lillian and Tackleberry go to see Uncle Francis, who is painting a young man.
Please don't move.
Okay, try to follow this. Lillian needs $2 million to pay the kidnappers to get her daughter back. So she goes to Uncle Francis for the money. He says he'll give her the money if she buys out his share of the company they both own. He wants $20 million. Lillian agrees. Now Tackleberry, her husband, who's been running the day-to-day part of the company, says he can maneuver a whole bunch of funds around and stuff, and he'll have the money by tomorrow. That's right. They're going to get together $20 million in 24 hours to give to Uncle Francis, who then is going to give $2 million back to Lillian to pay the kidnappers.
It's the new math.
Why not just raise the $2 million, pay the kidnappers, get your daughter back, and tell Uncle Francis to stuff it?
It's a hedge fund. This scheme is brilliant. Whenever I want to raise $1 million...
$2 million?
I find a faulty investment, like a failing plumbing supply company.
Arnaldo, what am I going to do with you?
Wow.
Hey, Sheriff, you forgot to take your kid's cuffs off.
I know.
David gets put into a holding cell that's way too big for San Pablo. And there he's accosted by a bunch of criminals with Philippine accents who say they're going to rape him. How long have they been in this holding cell? Shouldn't they have been moved to a prison by now?
This is gonna be good. I know.
Anyway, David takes care of business, and Mike comes along and bails him out.
What is it with the ponytails? I mean, geez, even David's butler has one.
I hate these 40-year-old jackholes wearing ponytails. That ponytail doesn't make you look hip, young, or cool.
So they go to perhaps the classiest strip bar in Manila, where the prostitutes are happy to help them for no money to trace a tattoo to a mercenary bar.
This is just getting ridiculous.
So they go to the bar, and they use their different methods to try and get information. David tries to seduce everyone, and Mike acts like a bull in a china shop. And then this eventually leads to a fight. And the guy they were looking for to get information ends up killed. Our boys wander off, totally unconcerned that someone's dead.
So now they take some time out of their investigation to fight some more.